Here we are, finally, at Chapter 9. Well, actually, this is the last chapter of Chapter 8, but this is the last and ninth part of my speedrun tutorial series, in which we cover leading into Chapter 9 and all of Chapter 9. And you'll see just in a minute why I decided to group this chamber with this episode, because it has to do with the crouch fly preserve that we saw back in the middle of Chapter 8. So you want to come in here, this will break, and then Gel's going to go shoot the far side, then shoot under you, and go through this doorway. Shoot the upper right hand corner of this, because we're going to start a crouch fly in a second here. So get that in the top right hand corner. Shoot underneath you, and then when you're stopped in the edge of the funnel, do the crouch. You're going to want to, while you're doing this, you can move your blue portal that was behind you over here and try to get it in the bottom left-hand corner. Make sure it's like all the way down, because the height matters. And then uncrouch. So we're going to do a standing crouch fly, and we're doing it from the source funnel, which means that moving our portals or getting rid of our portal placements is not going to make us lose the crouch fly, and that's going to be important. So now that we have crouched and uncrouched, we're ready to do the fly. So I'm going to put orange here and then strafe to the right and head towards the exit here. So we're flying right now, and the important thing about that being at the bottom there is that we're low enough to go under this doorway. So go under that doorway, and actually you could use either the first or the second doorway, but you're going to want to like push up against the side of it so that you get down to the ground and you're like walking, so you can walk down the steps and walk into the elevator. And keep in mind that we still have, crouch fly active for this whole part while we're doing this. So I'm going to restart the level because I just trapped myself at the ceiling, but yeah. I'll do that without like going really slowly as well. Jump through the doorway. Crouch. If you want, you can crouch now. Shoot that, shoot under. Oh, that was bad. Shoot the corner. Shoot underneath you. Wait a bit. Crouch. Make sure... It's always safe to wait a couple seconds between crouching and then uncrouching. And then go through here. Whoa. Turrets hit me. We're going to go under the doorway, and I sort of push myself up the side of the doorway so I'm walking out. AD spam to go a little bit faster. He's got a surprise for us. I like to enter on for us, like on the word for. Alright, so now we're heading into Chapter 9, and we have crouch fly enabled, like the zero gravity, which is really good because that'll allow us to skip big portions of this chapter. So remember not to jump. Wall strafe up here. It's always best to wall strafe or AD spam to keep your speed up, like across this room. AD. Fly across here, grab this cube, and head back over to the main area. Now here's a cool trick coming up. Normally you would step on this faith plate and it would take you to the left here. Actually, I'll just show. It would do this, but we have no gravity right now, so we're like way up here stuck against the ceiling. So to get around this, like even though it looks like there's a wall there, the hole is still actually, like, it's still a hole. You can go through it. If I like jump off the ground and go through here, you can see that you can still go through that. But we don't want to go all the way up to the ceiling, so that's why we got the cube. The cube can interact with you and change your vertical momentum, since you can't change it yourself after jumping. So what we do is if you jump up against the wall and then drop the cube and re-grab it, it can like push you down. So the idea is we're going to jump, and once we get about past this point, because I think that's where the hole begins, somewhere around there, once we get like about this high, you want to drop the cube and let it push you back down. You might have to do this a couple times. Okay, I'm going down at a reasonable pace now, and then sort of get in the hole and make sure that you land on this this part right here, like the very bottom of the hole, pretty much. And you don't need the cube anymore at this point, so you can drop the cube, and we're good to go from here. kind of funny thing too is about the skip is that it actually skips the Chapter 9 title from ever showing up. So you could sort of say that this is like Chapter 8 extended, but this is actually like where Chapter 9 is supposed to start. So, okay, now that we're at the right height at the bottom of this hole, you can just fly out here. There's actually an invisible wall along here that you can like speed wall strafe against. It's basically the same mechanic as normal speed wall strafing when you're bunny hopping, but you're flying this time. And then when you hit this wall, you can do the same thing. Just to refresh what speed wall strafing is, it's basically you're up against a wall, you're looking slightly away from the wall and holding just the strafe key towards the wall. So I'm holding just right now, and you can see that I'm accelerating up against the wall, getting faster and faster. And then when you reach here, you'd hold left, and then you have to sort of like hold right and maneuver your way around these little blocks that are in your way, but try to focus on speed wall strafing. But when you reach this last block, you can actually get yourself to hit it because you want to stop your forward speed. It's not easy, and actually it can be impossible to stop yourself from moving fast forward and turn around once you're going too fast. So like until you hit a wall or something. Let me just demonstrate. If I'm like going this way, if you start to get to a speed, you can't turn anymore. Like I'm holding left as much as I can, and I can't go where I'm trying to go. Like you sort of lose your aerial maneuverability once you get to a certain speed. So this section is designed to keep you going in straight lines as much as possible. So we speed wall strafe along here, speed wall strafe along here, but you have to dodge these first two pieces, and then bonk up against the third one, and then since we're going at a slow speed, we can do a relatively good turn left, and then speed wall strafe along here, and then off of here just hold left the whole time and aim for this panel. And then once you hit this, there's a trigger that pushes you down to this walkway, and now you continue along this walkway here. You can wall strafe to go a little bit faster. This is where Chapter 9 normally begins, by the way, in case you're wondering. Okay, now when you get here, there's this walkway here. So you're going to want to jump and get your head to hit that. And notice how it slants down at the end? What you're going to want to do is like get some speed, have this knock you down and turn to the left, and then aim to land on one of the side railings here, and then because that just sets your height at a good spot. And then once you've landed on it, you can float out above it. And here, once we get into this room, there's going to be like a spike that comes out of the side. So you're going to want to get a feel for like how fast to go going into this room. I'd say about this speed is good, so that you go, oh no, that was too slow. Never mind, ignore me about speeds being good and such, because I apparently don't know what I'm talking about. So when you come down here, yeah, you want to go faster than that so that it doesn't come back, because it can kill you on its way back. Okay, so that time we dodged it. And then as you're going, you would crouch to go underneath this thing just to get in here a little bit quicker. Oh, I want to load my save again. We're going to go back and load my quick save that I made in Finale 1. Alright, right here. So go bank off of that, land on the rail, and then fly around to the left. And when you approach the store, just crouch to get under it, and then you can uncrouch here. Alright, and now it's loading Finale 2. And just as we preserved the fly glitch from the end of Chapter 8 to the beginning of Chapter 9, we're going to continue to fly here. So crouch to get under the doorway yet again. You can speed wall strafe a little bit here if you want, but if you go too fast, you can like lose control. So, here, you can't go straight across here. There's an invisible wall that extends out to about where this shadow is on the wall here. If I sort of test it here, it looks like right about here, yeah. Right about where the shadow is where the wall goes up to. So aim for the shadow to go around the wall, and then you can head right towards this door. And then when you get here, you're going to want to crouch again and go under that part of the doorway. And now continue crouching and fly over this rail until you reach this staircase. Now you're going to be walking on the rail. Um, and what you do is line yourself up with this like edge kind of thing. Like you see how this wall, like I sort of like move until this side no longer is visible, and right about here is a good place. And then you back off the rail, and that sets your height to a good spot. And then you go around the side here. The turrets can't see you at this height. And then what you can do is move your head underneath here, and this, just like before in Finale 1, will take you and move you downwards and get here. Although what I just did there was pretty slow, a pretty slow demonstration of that. So let me go back and show you what that looks like at full speed. I'm gonna have to. I can't just restart the level because I won't have the fly glitch if I do that. So I have to come from the previous level again. And I'll probably make a quick save at the beginning of Finale 2 this time.
Oh, I've got an idea. Yeah, save me your face. I got
Alright. I'm going to continue crouching so I get over this rail here. Head towards the shadow, and turn left. Go to the door. Trigger the door to open, and then go under the door. Stay along this rail, crouching until you get here. Line myself up with that thing. Back off. Go here. Maybe speed wall strafe a bit. Get my head to knock down, bank off this back wall, and land down here. So that's that whole section. And then you can wall strafe along here, wall strafe off the right edge of this thing, go around the pipe. You can just fly across the gap. And then when you get here, there's a few different things you can do here to bypass these turrets at the excuse me, at the end. What I like to do is to jump so that your head hits this, and then move along to the right and get on this railing. And sort of like walk up the railing halfway and then get off of it again. So like something like this. Trigger the turrets and then go hide behind this wall and get on top of this left side railing. Now something interesting about turrets in this game is that when they see you, they'll look at you, and then when they can't see you anymore, they're sort of like searching around for a couple seconds, and then all their view sort of resets to this middle point again. And when they reset to that middle point, they'll say something like sleep mode activated or something. Or let me see if we can hear them. Listen carefully. They're too far away to hear. But basically they go into like this sleep mode. And when they're in this mode, the next time they see you, they won't be able to shoot at you for like a couple seconds. So if all of them are like this, and I go out here, see there's like a good 3 seconds I have before any of them shoot. But if I went out like right now, oh, well I kind of went just as they were going into sleep mode, but if I trigger them and they know that I'm here, and then I go out, they'll shoot me. No, are they? I don't know. The point is, it's best to go when they just got into sleep mode. So like right now, you can go and cross this gap and make it over here before they kill you. See how I was able to survive even walking along because they had just gone into sleep mode. If you didn't wait for that, they would definitely kill you. Like if you were coming up, let me load the save again. If you just sort of like came through here and start going through here, they're gonna kill you for sure. Yeah, there's like no getting around it because they weren't just going into sleep mode. So what I like to do is go on here, get their attention, and then hide for a few seconds, and then as soon as they go into sleep mode, go out and cross the gap and get up here. And that's pretty much that skip. Another way you could do this, hold on, let me wait for them to go into sleep mode. Oh, one or two of them didn't get into sleep mode, because that's another thing you have to watch for, is that all of the turrets have to notice you. If like only some of them notice you, but not all of them, all of them noticed me this time. But I can sort of show like how you can tell. It's you'd look at their view lasers. So that time these three that are still pointing straight didn't see me. So if I like go out now, those ones can still shoot me. Notice how those few shot me before the rest of the group did? That's because like they didn't notice me earlier. Now they're all in sleep mode, and I can probably get back. Yep, okay. So that's pretty much how sleep mode works. And yeah, that's how I do this. Some people like to go out here and trigger them, and then come back and hide. That works as well. But then I think it makes it harder to get on top of this railing, which is why I like to go like around here, sort of, oops, not like that. Go up here, and then come back like that. Anyway, as soon as they go to sleep mode, go left, go over that railing, and then wall strafe along here. And the loading zone for the next map is at the end of this hallway, so it's a little bit faster to portal like to the far end like that. What does that mean, lizard? Alright, we have made it to the second last chamber of the whole game. Fastest way through here is to portal there, portal here, and then portal there, and go back through. Alright, you don't need to press this button because we have flying, so put your portal. I find that a lot of people just sort of like shoot without caring where it is, as long as that's like about the same level as the doorway. I actually line up my shot to be like at the same height as this word that says personnel only, and shoot there. It's not that precise of a shot, but I know that you can shoot it too low or too high and it'll mess things up later on, so I like to put it at the right height, which is like right there. Alright, and then what you do is put one here and jump into it like that. And if you put this portal like right at the height of this second line of text, I guarantee it'll work every time for this section. Like you won't bang your head on any of the tops of these doorways, and you won't be too low for anything either. So that's good. Anyway, make your way over here. And try to avoid banging into walls too much, because sometimes that can reduce your ability to fly around and maneuver your way around in the air. Typically known as slow fly, usually occurs when I fly through here and I hit this doorway before it opens, and then like I get like this sort of clunky, slow-moving crouch fly for the next rest part here. I'm not really sure why it happens. No one really knows why it happens, but it seems to be more avoidable if you just like try not to bang into walls too much. So you'd make your way. You cannot go over these railings. There are like invisible walls here. You have to sort of follow above the walkway, like sort of turn the corner like this. And once you're heading this way, shoot under this tube right there, and then go through this wall here. And you should go right here and then turn around and then bank off of the tube so that you're going down to the floor now. And now walking along the floor, going this way, get to this room, and there's two different things pretty much you can do here. I'll show the easier, like one that most people at beginner level like to do, is try to jump so that your head hits this block, like that, and then turn around the corner and speed wall strafe a bit, and basically try to fly alongside this funnel at a faster pace than the funnel is. Like, see these bombs? Normally you'd be sitting in the funnel going at the same speed as these bombs are going, and it takes a lot longer to do that than it does to fly alongside of the funnel. So that's why like we fly next to it and wait. So you do something like this, and you can see just how much time this saves by flying next to the funnel. Because look how far back the bombs are. And what you want to do is when you get to the end, hit the funnel right here, and that cancels the crouch fly, and then head around up these stairs here, and that's pretty much like the end of the chamber. I'm just going to show one more way that you can do this at the ending section. I think it's a little bit faster. If you're wall strafing here, you can like start. You want basically, instead of aiming for that, aim for like that area and hit your head here, and then you like can continue around this way. And you're a little lower down, but it doesn't really matter. As long as you're at the same height as the funnel, you can enter it at the end here, and then leave. And now we're no longer crouch flying, and we're ready to go fight the final boss. When you walk through this door, just portal up to the top here, and then portal in front of you. The trigger to load the next map is on this floor here. It's not over there, so like don't jump and land over there, else you're not going to trigger it. So what I like to do is jump down and then like jump off the trigger onto that platform, and while I'm doing that, look up there, because your view angle is preserved when the next map loads, and the portal surface that you're going to want to shoot at the start of the next chamber is up there. So like this, actually, wait, no, I did that wrong. Oh my god. I realized after I did it that I don't usually jump out of that portal, I just walk out of it. So shoot up there, walk out, jump to the right, and look up like that as it fades. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. And so now when the next chamber loads, I'm already looking up near that portal surface. So shoot that, and shoot under you, head this way. And there's not much left in the game. Pretty much all there is the final boss. But there are a few little shortcuts. Just plug Gladys in, obviously. There are a few little shortcuts, even within this final boss, that I'm going to go over, so that's kind of cool. So just ride this up all the way, and get to talk to Wheatley. You don't have to do anything right away when you get up here. You have some time to just like listen to him talk. But set yourself up in front of this tube, because you're going to want him to bomb it and break the tube.
But just in case it isn't, I am actually going to have to kill you, as discussed earlier.
So let me just start talking about, basically there's two different things that you can do for this boss fight. There's the traditional, treat each phase as a separate phase and try to do it as fast as you can method. And then there's the newer route developed by, I think, Iverb, which is bomb juggling, which preserves bombs that he throws at you from the earlier phase and keeps them to hit him again faster at the second phase. So I'll first show the simpler method, where you don't do any bomb juggling. Alright, so once he does this, that'll go hit the tube. Let me just do the simpler method first, which is put one there, and set one up maybe around here or something. He's going to throw a bomb at you, but it's going to go through here. Once it goes through, follow behind it, it'll hit him, and head over here. This is where the first core shows up, the space core. You can't grab it until it stops moving, so like right now, yeah, grab it, and then try to jump on here and then throw it so that it like lands on that little thingy. So that's first core. For the second core, you need to put a portal underneath him, because he reconfigures his shields to like block the top shots and only allows the lower shots to hit him. So you do that, and then you'd portal yourself up here. You'd look at this timer, wait for it to hit 43, and then go. Grab this guy, and then sort of like bounce to the left and place him like that. If you miss it, then you can, the backup is to bounce off of here and put him on like that. What I did just there, though, is like a fast way to put him on. Okay, and now my portal is behind him again. For the last phase, you need your portal behind him, and get him to fling a bomb through. I hit him from behind. Okay, I'm going to save here because I want to show this. Okay. Oh, I don't even know how I'm going to explain this in time. Where is it? Oh, I missed it. So this is basically a skip that gets the third core a little sooner than you would normally be able to. Right after she's do it, said like wait a second, and then like this is the fling that sets you up to grab this guy and then fling back through and put him on Wheatley. I don't know if I can really explain that without I guess I'll just sort of like not hurry, but I'll show you the portal placements for that. I put one up on this panel here, And then I go through, and as I'm falling, I shoot one next to Wheatley and one under me. Oops. But yeah, one next to Wheatley and one under me that I fling up through it. There and there. And then when I'm flinging up here, shoot in there, because that's where the faith core, that effect core is. Grab him and bring him back up and put him on Wheatley like that. So I'll do it just one more time, full speed, as I would in a single segment speedrun. Note that I wait a second after she finishes saying do it, because this guy is still sort of coming here on the rail. If you go too early, he's going to be out of reach. Oops, I didn't put him on as early as I could have. Over there, grab him, fall back through, put him on Wheatley. Alright, so that's that. Now I'm going to show the bomb juggling routes, which is my quick 01 quick save that I made earlier.
So let's call that 3 minutes,
All right.
and then a minute break, where we should leave allegedly 2 minutes to figure out. Also, I took the liberty of
So bomb juggling is pretty interesting. The premise is that when he shoots bombs at you, he actually fires 3 at a time, and you only need 1 to hit him. So if you can grab the other 2 and keep them in a loop, they'll keep flying through portals and be available for you to manipulate and use against him earlier in the second round. And that's the idea of bomb juggle. So what you do is, I have my own setup for this, but there are many different places you can put the first portal on the floor that make it work. I like to line myself up with this line and somewhere around here. You can really do it wherever you want, but I like to let's just say right here. And when you hear the sound of his bomb going, which is that noise, let the first one go in and then set the second portal behind it like this. And so you can see these 2 bombs. One of the first bomb hit him, right? Because it came out of here. And the other 2 are now going through these portals over and over again. I'm gonna go back and load my quick save because I in the process of doing that messed up the space core. So, but that's the idea for bomb juggling, and now I'm gonna show how you would actually do it in the full sense, like how you'd actually do the whole thing. Shoutouts to iBurb for coming up with that idea recently. Well, not really recently, but I remember when it was a new strat. Actually, at this point, it was months ago. Alright, so I'm gonna set up my portal to be about here. Should work. I'm gonna save now. Okay, first bomb goes through, then I shoot a distance away from it so that those 2 are going. You can see that they're going through. Now I'm going to get the space core and put them on as I showed earlier. Grab, jump twice, bounce, and then throw a bit. You don't really need to throw them that far, but yeah. So these 2 are going through. Now the timing here is critical. Right after he says what, I shoot under him. And if he gets hit in the first time that he says what happened, it'll work, for sure. If the timing here is off, it can either do one of 2 things. Either the bomb will not actually trigger any damage to him, or, even worse, the bomb can trigger, it can sort of mess up his phase cycle stuff and his animations, and what it'll do is it'll damage him, and the game will bring out the second core, but Wheatley will go back into his battle phase where he's firing bombs at you, and it screws with everything, and it can actually lead to what's known as Portal 2 bad ending, where you die in the final credit sequence. So you don't want that to happen, although I guess I kind of want to show what the bad timing looks like. First I'll go through the good timing and the whole thing with that. Alright. Good timing is shoot under him right after he says what, and then you want the bomb to hit him while he's saying what happened. So bombs are heading into blue right now, so I'm gonna shoot orange underneath.
Neurotoxin offline. Reactor explosion in 4 minutes.
What?
What happened? What happened?
Uh-oh.
What have you
I missed.
done to me?
If you miss, then you just like take the bombs from his next phase, I guess, and use them against him. Like the next bombs that he shoots at you.
I wanted you.
Alright, those are going. Sometimes you get unlucky and the bombs will like collide against each other in midair and blow up. And there's not much you can do about that. But most of the time that doesn't happen.
Warning. Core corruption at 50%. Vent system compromised. Neurotoxin offline. Reactor explosion in 4 minutes.
Oh, that might work, but that was really early. Yeah, that worked. Alright. So now we get this core. And from here on the boss fight is pretty much the same. So that worked. Wheatley was in the normal, you know, like hit position. So now I'm gonna show the bad ending problem if you mistime it.
I wanted you.
So basically I'm gonna wait longer than I normally would, and it'll probably trigger a bad ending. Oh man, that wasn't good. Oh my god, that was so bad.
Warning. Core corruption at 50%. Vent system compromised. Neurotoxin
Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot after he says what happened the first time and see what happens. That might... Let's see what happens. Yeah, okay, this is bad ending right here. So, here comes another core. Time to put it on Wheatley. Oh wait, he's still firing bombs at me and putting his shields up. This isn't supposed to happen. And it's like a lot harder to place him sometimes because like the shields can get in your way. And when this happens, Wheatley never stops firing bombs. And I'll just like continue to show what that a problem that happens because of that. Whoa. I'm gonna try my strat here, but it might not work because the shields might block me. Oh no, I got it. Alright, but here's the problem. Wheatley's still shooting bombs. Normally he's supposed to be like done shooting bombs at this point.
Oh, I see.
So... Oh, I guess while I'm doing this though, I'll show you the last trick that you would do to finish off the speedrun. Because that's still the same. There's a certain spot here where you can like spam a portal. It's right at this piece of rubble. If you spam the portal while the gel is being washed away, it'll stay. Uh-oh, he's shooting where I need to stand. You're supposed to crouch on top of this and shoot above the stalemate button. Fall into it like that. So here we go. Final fight, or final cutscene. About to shoot the moon. Gonna win the game, right? Well, I'm kinda getting shot by bombs, so... Okay, here's the last input. Right when you shoot the moon, that's supposed to be the end of the run. And like... Oh god, the bombs. This is bad ending, which is kinda funny. There's a chance that we might actually get to finish the game, and like, bad ending won't happen. Because it's sort of like random whether or not the bombs kill you at a certain point, but it's funnier if they do. And if they do kill you, then it's like you didn't really beat the game, kind of. Even though normally this would be like past the end of the speedrun already. Right here is where the bombs usually kill you. Yep, we died. And we're back at the last autosave. Yeah. So that's bad ending for you. Okay, now let's do it proper.
I wanted you.
corruption at 50%. Vent system compromised. Neurotoxin offline. Reactor explosion in 4 minutes.
Okay, that's definitely good.
Quick, what's the situation?
Oh, I missed. Okay, backup is using this patch, Joe.
Core corruption at 75%.
Okay, so no bad ending this time. This is the proper finish to the
Emergency
speedrun.
preemption protocol initiated. This facility will self-destruct.
And like I said, bad ending doesn't really... I don't think bad ending counts as winning the game because you die before like the credits play. So I would say don't do it. And no, bad ending is not a separate category. You do not do bad ending runs. It's just something you avoid.
Warning. Core corruption at 100%. Manual core replacement required.
Okay, we've got some time to like wait around here after you get the last core in.
Pick up on my sarcasm.
Stalemate detected. Fire detected in the stalemate resolution annex. Extinguishing.
Oh, wait, I almost forgot to do this shot. Okay, there we go.
Good to know.
So yeah, crouch like up near the front of this portal and aim up here and then shoot above the stalemate button. And this is actually the end of the run right here. Timing stops when you shoot the last portal, which is like the last input pretty much. So just spam the heck out of your mouse button right here. And that's the end of the game. And now you know how to speedrun Portal 2. It's a great game to speedrun. I think it's a great game whether or not you're speedrunning, honestly. I just think it's a pretty awesome game in general. So I hope you learned from this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. And good luck on running this game and see how it goes. See what kind of time you can get. That's pretty much it. So I guess I'll let the credits roll and we'll enjoy the final song of, well actually the two final songs, Karamia and Want You Gone. Oh yes, Evan. It is possible to use all three of the original bombs. That's what we did in the segmented run. It's very like tricky to pull off single segment. I wouldn't even try to pull off single segment because even if you did it perfectly, it would only save another 2 seconds. But yeah, it is possible to use like one of the two bombs that you preserved for the second round, and then save the last one for the third round. It's like crazy though.
Valuable lesson. The best solution to a problem is usually the easiest one. And I'll be honest, killing you is hard. You know what my days used to be like? I just tested. Nobody murdered me, or put me in a potato, or fed me to birds. I had a pretty good life. And then you showed up, you dangerous, mute lunatic. So you know what? You win. Just go. Haha. It's been fun. Don't come back.
Tweet tweet. Well, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Oh, how we laughed and laughed. Except I wasn't laughing. Under the circumstances, I've been shockingly nice. You want your freedom, take it. That's what I'm counting on. I used to want you dead, but now I only want you gone. She was a lot like you, maybe not quite as heavy. A little Carolyn is in here too. One day they woke me up so I could live forever. But such a same will never happen to you. You've got a short, sad life left. That's what I'm counting on. I'll let you get right to it. Now I only want you gone. Goodbye, my only friend. Oh, did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you have been replaced. You don't need anyone now. When I delete you, maybe I'll stop feeling so bad. Go make some new disaster. That's what I'm counting on. You're someone else's problem. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. So much bass.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it all back. I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back.
And not just because I'm stranded in space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah,
Yep.
we're both in space.
Space!
Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.